This city posts $10,000 bounty on trans people's heads who use public bathrooms. The city of Odessa, Texas, has instituted a $10,000 bounty on any transgender individual using restrooms that correspond with their gender identity. The controversial ordinance allows private citizens, excluding local and state government officials, to sue transgender individuals for using bathrooms that align with their gender identity. The legal repercussions include payments for, quote, injunctive relief sufficient to prevent the defendant from violating the provisions of this ordinance, nominal and compensatory damages if the plaintiff has suffered injury or harm from the defendant's conduct, statutory damages in an amount of not less than $10,000 for each violation of this ordinance, and court costs and reasonable attorney fees. Additionally, the ordinance imposes criminal penalties, deeming such trans individuals as guilty of a Class C misdemeanor, punishable by fines up to $500. Transgender individuals may also face misdemeanor trespassing charges if they refuse to vacate a restroom deemed inconsistent with their biological sex as determined by their birth certificates. This ban defines biological sex based on birth certificates, stating that any updates to reflect a transgender individual's gender identity would not protect them under the law. Notably, the ordinance lacks provisions for disabled individuals who may require assistance from a person of a different gender. Journalist Erin Reed draws parallels between this bounty and anti-abortion bounties seen in Texas, where private citizens can sue anyone assisting someone seeking an abortion. As the community grapples with this new law, advocates fear the implications for transgender rights and public safety in Odessa and beyond. Well, of course they do. I'm imagining cowboys thinking, well, in what other ways can we men make decisions about how to protect women from men? Because we've heard that other people are doing this. Maybe we better do it.
It's so disturbing.
Huh?
Yeah, it's so disturbing.
How does that make you feel, Dana? I mean, you're the only person at the table living your life, you know, having the trans experience, living the trans experience, right? How does this come over you? Does this piss you off? Because it pisses me the F off.
It does piss me off. At the same time, it scares the hell out of me, you know, because it started this whole mess law, if you get the terminology, mess law. Started like a year and 2 years ago, and when it first started, I couldn't believe it. I called my best friend and I said, "Mom, did you hear about this?" And she said, "Girl, oh my God, it's so scary." And, you know, I think about it every day. Wherever I go in public, I think about it. And, you know, it's real. This is real.
It's real.
And I have to say, you know, a couple months ago, I woke up at 3 a.m. thinking about it because it was on my mind and it was heart-wrenching. And I wrote a parody about it called Diaper Doll with Candace. And we did like a 3-minute coming attraction teaser, very SNL satire style. And we posted it. And alarmingly, the response from other transgendered humans was kind of like, well, we don't have to worry about that because, you know, nobody knows. And it's like, what? I don't think that they realize, not all, but I'm saying some, majority, realize how serious this is and that we have to band together and take care of this and try to squash it. But, you know,
just another way to promote discrimination and violence and whatever people want to get away with.
We're such a small community. And we're such an easy target, you know? We're like a deer in the woods, you know?
But it's like, I mean, and how this is worded, like a freaking, you know, $10,000 bounty. Like they're going to put, like, America's Most Wanted is going to be all the trans women I know. Like, I mean, it doesn't even, like, that's so...
It doesn't make any sense.
Like, and here is the other thing. Like, you know, the trans men that I know, okay, you don't want to see them come into the women's bathroom. All right? Like, it's going to be a dude coming into the bathroom because they're men.
Yeah.
Okay? And I don't know about you, but I don't carry around my birth certificate. 1, because I lie about my age, and 2, because it's your birth certificate. Yeah. We're going to be walking around. Remember how we had to walk around with our COVID cards? We're going to have to walk around with our birth certificate too? You know, because people think I'm trans sometimes. So, I mean, am I really going to have to walk around with my birth certificate? And whatever Texas does, Florida likes to copy. And whatever Florida does, Texas likes to copy. Okay? Between Abbott and freaking DeSantis, right? They're probably butt friends themselves talking all this madness about us, I mean.
And it's such a distraction too for what they really need to be worried about, you know? And so they're just distracting and using us, as the distraction.
Yes, well, throughout history, definitely the people in power give us things to worry about that are not the things they're actually doing to us.
Exactly.
So here we have another example of that.
And have the power to do it.
Well, and I mean, aren't there a million laws protecting disabled people? And so now, if you're going to help your disabled friend and you're trans, you can't go into the bathroom and help them? Like, that is some crazy.
There's a long list of issues with, you can only imagine.
And, it only takes one hateful person in that environment to light you up.
I can only imagine someone that needs the money doing something like this and then having to prove that the person was trans that they accused. I mean, what a mess.
Exactly.
And a direct message to the gay men fuckers who don't believe the trans community belongs in our queer community. This is what your thought process leads to. A bounty, a hunt for trans people living their lives as people, as they wanted to do since the day they were born. They are now being hunted by imbeciles and assholes and asshats and creeps for money or to prove a point.
And mind you, trans women of color are the one that got them their rights.
Hello!
It's like such full circle. Like we need numbers. We do not need division within our community. It's ridiculous.
Truly.
And it has to stop. You guys have to get over it. Like, no one's gonna, we're not gonna jump out of a car and, tackle you.
No, but it's the lowest hanging fruit. That's what it is. That's what it really is. Just the lowest. It's trans and youth, right? And the youth can't vote, right? And and I mean, how can? I have trans sisters, and I'm constantly like, is there something I can do for you? Because every time I see an anti-trans ban, I mean, there was like 300 of them, right? It was like Pam, one after another, one after another, one after another, one after another. And then they all didn't make it to law or anything, but still they were made, and the intention was there, and to Bonnie's point, we're community, we're LGBTQIA, and to the gay men who have an issue with that, F you. I mean, the reality is that if we
maybe those letters need to go right at the end there. I mean, LGBTQIA plus FU.
It'll fit.
Like that.
I like it too.
And then just FU just like encompasses everyone else who wants to join us, Yes. We will be definitely watching this story. It will continue to unfold for sure. And and exactly like Yvonne says, there will be something that will come up of it. Someone will be targeted incorrectly or something, or somebody might just get mad and, something will happen, unfortunately, because this brings up that just does.
Yeah, the hate always does that, right?
It does.